Hey guys, here is our riverboat tour or rafting trip they called it, going down the Colorado River after Lake Powell Dam. I just wanted to preface this video a little bit saying that I have a ton of video of it, but you guys will probably be bored watching every bit of it, so I will just hit some of the highlights. After we came down this huge tunnel to the dam, and part of the video you'll see where Renee's pointing up to the holes that they made in the rock that follows the tunnel down. It's just a brief little shot. But the tunnel is like a mile long, and you go through security, like TSA style security, because I guess it's a water plant and it's a dam and all this stuff, and they sit there and pat you down and make you walk through a metal detector wander guy and all kinds of stuff. But anyways, you get past all that, and then you're allowed to come down to the base of the dam and get on the boat. This next picture is of Ghost Rock, and our guide didn't even say anything about it. And the only way that I knew it was Ghost Rock is because when we checked into the campground, they had a little like a ranger night for the kids, and they had some of the more prominent features up on the projector and explaining what all they were. So it was pretty cool that we actually got to see it firsthand. And I'll just let you guys enjoy the video, and I'll jump in with some commentary here and there, and enjoy the ride.
River trash. You never know when the wind might come up, so make sure you got things secured. Sometimes if the hat blows off in the rocky area, you're not going to put somebody in danger by trying to get a hat. So make sure you got things secured. I believe the temperature is supposed to be a little bit below 100 today. Should be pretty nice. Little breeze every once in a while, feels pretty good.
Get better? Can you see that clearer? Yeah. See? Okay. Sorry, switched your ear. Can I see the little holes in the wall?
Yeah.
The tunnels that we were passing on the way down. See how steep we were going down? See that?
Yep.
See? Hole. See?
Okay guys, I slowed this clip way down so you can see the holes in the side of the rock in the canyon there. When they drilled the tunnel to get down to the base of the dam to actually manufacture the dam and bring supplies down there, they made holes in the rock to basically push out all the rock that they're kind of cutting into. And that's what Renee was pointing out. I slowed the video down so you guys could see it. I thought it was pretty cool. And you can kind of see how the holes are angled, and that's the road, how steep it is going down to the bottom of the dam. And it's very black in there. All right, guys.
I was thinking about this morning. I don't know how long you've been here, but in 1984, that's 1983. We had those old Fort Lee school buses.
Yeah.
And so the lake was packed.
Yeah, that's really almost like a little smoke.
So I was driving people from every parking lot. We had them parked out in the desert by where they used to have all those toy trailers. Animal mouse suckers.
There's the Pac-Man. Ghost Rock.
The Colorado River pipe minnow, they're gone. So when they put in a non-native fish, they put in 4 kinds of trout: brown trout, brook trout, cutthroat trout, and rainbow trout. And they're kind of managing for the rainbow trout. So the cladophora, that green plant material on the bottom, is a product.
Hey guys, part of this tour is getting off the boat and hiking up just about 100 yards or so to this little rock that has some petroglyphs on it, and it's well guarded with a little rock wall so people don't carve their name in it and stuff. But it's pretty cool. Looks like we have some antelope or some deer and a hunter, and just wanted to show you what it looks like. I took some pictures here so you guys could see the petroglyphs a little bit better, of the deer, and then there's deer at the bottom, the very bottom by the soil as well, that look older than the deer above it, and you can tell because it's getting covered back over by the black that tends to grow on the rock. And also you have I almost called him an Indian. I guess he's an Indian hunter. Looks like he's hunting the animals as well. And you also have what the guide called cowboy graffiti, or cowboy carvings, on the right there. He doesn't believe that the natives did that back when these were created. He thinks the people that discovered these created their own artwork alongside of what was discovered, and that's why it's a protected site. Alright, here we are going through Horseshoe Bend, and this was pretty much the major point of the tour, and I had to do quite a bit of editing here because I was getting people in the frames, and I wanted to edit them out, as I don't want to show strangers that I don't know on YouTube. So I had to do that, and it kind of jumps around a little bit, guys. Sorry about that, but just hang in there. The views are worth it. Unfortunately, this is one of those things you just kind of have to do. The camera just doesn't grasp the magnitude and the feeling and the emotion you get from actually being on the boat and doing it. But I'll try my best to kind of show it to you guys. And I also included some pictures of us when we toured the top of Horseshoe Bend, and you're kind of looking down, and it gives you an idea of the actual scope, or the size of it, if you will, because there actually is someone down there going through Horseshoe Bend on a boat, and I thought that was kind of cool, and it gives you guys an idea of what it looks like, and the size of the river going through there at that time. So in this segment here coming up, we are pretty much right off of the tip of Horseshoe Bend, and we're pretty much in the middle of Horseshoe Bend, if you will. And I wanted to include that picture to show you kind of where we were on the bottom there, and you can see the vegetation on the sides of Horseshoe Bend versus the size of the vegetation while you're on the boat down at Horseshoe Bend. So it's quite larger than the picture makes it out to be, and then when you get down the bottom and you get on the river and you actually start going down the river, you can kind of appreciate the size and the depth of the canyon, if you will, where the water has eroded away all the rock. It's a pretty cool experience. I would definitely recommend it. Enjoy the rest of the video. The scenery here is absolutely beautiful, but that wind was howling through that canyon, and the microphone on the camera was really picking it up. So I have the volume down pretty low on these next few segments so it doesn't annoy you guys too much. And you can actually hear me in the next little bit here coming up saying, yesterday we were at the top and today we're at the bottom. That's pretty cool. Yesterday we were up top, today we're down on the bottom.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine, I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Way back a year ago.
Hey guys, that pretty much wraps up the riverboat trip. We do have some wild horses here that we saw. In the first picture you can't really see them that well, but I did zoom in a little bit and get to see a little bit more of them. It's pretty cool. It wasn't these weren't somebody's horses. These were actual wild horses, and I just thought that was pretty cool, seeing them on the side of the bank getting some water out of the river there. And that pretty much concludes the trip. We came up to a boat ramp and it had a big old dock, and they loaded everybody on some buses and drove us all the way back to where we started our trip off at. And always, guys, if you like my content, like my videos, please like, subscribe, tell a friend, and as always, go out and hug a loved one, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great night. Bye.